cheapest I've ever seen. I will go on record here and say, I do not think there's a 99.8% chance that we will never see interest rates on a 5-year fixed under 1% again. It's just not going to happen. That is stupid low. Just stupid. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Another great show here for you today. At least I think we are. We're going to be talking about the market. We're going to be talking about the real estate market. This is just a quick update. Still going to do my one with Andrew Hines where we go through all the data and go through everything. Yet this is just my thoughts from being in the real estate market as a realtor, as an investor, what I'm seeing out there. I felt that this kind of needed to be said before we did the market update next week with Andrew Hines. Here we go. So what's happening in the real estate market? And again, I'm not going to go through stats. I'm not going to go through all that stuff. This is really just me sitting down, having a conversation with you about really what's happening. What it seems to me, and this is all my hypothesis, right? So this is all I'm deducing from what's out there, what's going on out there in the market. The places that saw the most appreciation in the last year and a half, the rose is coming off the bloom, as you would say. Well, I have my hypothesis about what's going on. So I'm drawing my conclusions from my own observations out there. So basically what's happening in the Burlington, Oakville, Hamilton, seeing it in other areas as well, Durham, they are getting, well, there's less showings. There are less people going out to see the homes. There are less bids on there. Like, we just bought a house. So we had people who sold their house in multiple offers a couple weeks back who've been looking. And now they finally bought a house and they were the only person there on offer day. This is becoming more and more common. We're not seeing the 20, 30 bids anymore. We're seeing 2, 3, 4 maybe. Are we seeing price reductions so much? No. Are we seeing price increases in those areas? Not really. So it's kind of just status quo. A lot more inventory has come on the market in those areas. So it's really causing the prices to level out. That's just my feeling. It's kind of here or there, whatever. What we're also seeing is places that didn't see the price appreciation. Calgary, Edmonton, Toronto even. I didn't talk to anybody in Vancouver. So if you're a realtor in Vancouver and you're watching this, comment down below. Let me know what's going on out there. And what's going on out there is that's actually turned into a seller's market. They're starting to get the bidding wars. My thoughts on the hot housing markets here. So, and I did say this in the last one, I thought this was unstateable. Like, you're not going to have 20+% every year. It's just not, I mean, it can't happen. It has happened and then it crashes, obviously, because it's going to revert to the mean at some point, right? It always reverts to that channel. So my thoughts on why this is happening. So number one, people are starting to get the jab, right? People are starting to get vaccinated. This is starting to roll out. So people are starting to see that, oh, there might be life after COVID, which means that maybe the suburbs aren't where I want to be. Maybe being downtown Toronto is okay. That's a little bit of what's going on in the downtown market. Like, the condo market has definitely picked up a lot. And the other thing is, well, obviously we saw interest rates go up last week. TD, RBC, in the States, they went up. I'm going to call a couple of realtors around the country around the States for next week's update with Andrew Hines as well. And we're kind of starting to see, so rates go up, cost of borrowing goes up, means not as many people can afford that higher priced home now. And where I think Toronto is more of an equity market. And the other thing is, obviously, the condo market, people who buy a condo are the first-time home buyer or investor or downsizer. And I don't know if the downsizing market's going in there right now, but definitely the first-time home buyers and the condo investors are in there. They're definitely making impact on that market. Interest rates went up, mortgage rates went up, so that affects how much people can afford. So if you were just barely able to get that $500,000-$600,000 mortgage, well, now you're at $550,000. You can't afford it. So people are not bidding, right? So that took out some people from the market. The other thing is, obviously, well, the stock market. Stock market crashed last week a little bit. Still in bull channel. You know what? I'm going to be talking about that with Mike Elano on his channel, Invest Like Mike. We're going to film today. I don't know when it's going to come out. When it drops, people who had their down payment in the stock market, they pull off the table for a minute till it reverts back, and or maybe they don't have as big a down payment anymore. So when first time home buyers or people who are maybe looking to move out to those suburban areas or move up into a house, their down payment might have been affected by that stock market. And why isn't that affecting the places like, say, Calgary or Toronto or some of these bigger cities that are so obviously Calgary, Edmonton, the Prairie provinces didn't see the run up. They're now seeing that interest rate boom come through their area. Also, oil prices are up, which might give people a little bit more cause for optimism in the future that oil prices can stay over $60 a barrel. And when that happens, obviously Alberta's a much richer province, number one, and number two, it creates more jobs in the province, and jobs leads to people getting paid well, which leads to people buying houses, renting houses. People are more optimistic. If people are optimistic, they will go ahead and purchase those properties and obviously take advantage of the low interest rates, because they went up a bit, yet they came off all-time lows. People getting fixed rate, 5-year fixed rate mortgages for less than 1%, or even 1.5%, cheapest I've ever seen. I will go on record here and say I do not think, there's a 99.8% chance that we will never see interest rates on a 5-year fixed under 1% again. It's just not going to happen. That is stupid low. Just stupid. You can comment down below if you think I'm right or you think I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll admit it if I am, but I don't think I am this time. Okay, let's wrap this whole thing up in a nice little shell here, a little ball. We all knew that more inventory was going to come on the market in the spring. It happens every year. There's that January, February buildup where people are trying to buy and there's no inventory because, hey, this year we had an added bonus that COVID happened, or was still happening. It's still happening now. But people don't want to list their homes in January, February because it's freaking cold. They don't want to look for a house. They don't want to move in the cold weather. A lot of people don't want to move before their kids are done school. So therefore they list in March, they sell by June, they close in June, July, and they move in the summertime. This happens a lot. And everyone thinks, well, I can wait till March and take advantage of the market. Yes and no. I don't think you've hurt yourself, but I don't think you're going to see the 30, 40 offers that we were seeing before. At least, unless the government, I always put this disclaimer out there, unless the government says, oh, housing market slowed down too much, I don't think they will. Let's just go ahead and throw some more cash at that and start another dumpster fire. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Comment down below. I've kind of just kept this real estate and wealth building for the last couple of weeks. I gained a ton of new subscribers. I appreciate all you guys and everyone who's watched to the end of this video. Comment down below, should I do a separate stock channel? I'm not an expert in the stock market, but I'm happy to do something. If you think that would be beneficial, comment down below. I just kind of want to keep it separated because I think it's different audiences for the most part. But let me know what you guys think. Appreciate it. Have a great day, everyone.